Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Voice of the Voices. We're the Ohio guys, and today I have with me Chris Niosi. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You did very well.
Okay.
Most people say nosy or noisy. Then I would have had to punch you. I don't have to punch you.
Okay. Thank
But
God.
We'll see how this goes.
Okay. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. This is this is my third Almacon I think in a row now. It's been really cool to see it, progressively growing with the guests they've gotten over the years. This year I got to hang out with Martin Little Grebo and Doug Walker, the nostalgia critic, who are always a joy, and some other local friends who are around and whatnot. And been doing well. Been working at the same time in between panels and whatever. So yeah.
So we have a couple questions here for you, so let's just jump into it. What was it like working on Pokemon, considering I heard it's your favorite show?
It was really cool. Yeah, Pokemon was it was definitely one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid, and definitely the most favorite thing thus far that I've worked on in terms of other people's stuff. And because it was my gateway anime, like many people kind of my age range. Grew up with the first season and everything, and finding out the show had been done right in New York where I live was kind of fascinating. And then I met Tom Whalen, the director, who's been directing the show for, I want to say, like 7 years now, maybe. We met at a convention. He saw that I had some acting chops through circumstance and gave me a shot, and was auditioning over the course of about a year or so. And I put this character named Corey, who was kind of on the Diamond and Pearl season or so. I had like 5 episodes. And it was my first professional voice gig, and I don't think I could have had a better first one. I learned a lot. I got to do a lot of really cool, like, all the Pokemon tropes and everything with, like, calling out an attack and throwing a Pokeball and fighting Team Rocket and all that stuff, and it was super cool. And then I've auditioned for other characters before. I got called, then I did a little, like, 1-episode kid in an episode of Black and White. I did a little bit part on an episode of Pokemon X and Y, which I think might be airing this month, maybe in March or so. I love the show. I think it's been getting even better and better. Like, I know people in my age range are like, I only watched the first season when Misty was in it. It's like, I don't know. But I think the show's been getting like better and better, and I think the kids have been really enjoying it, and it's been cool to see that grow as well. So.
Now, if you could be any of the characters you've played in series or shows and be them in real life, who would it be? And feel free to mix and match like some of their characteristics or abilities.
Well, Two characters in particular. Corey, who I did on Pokemon, he got to travel with Ash and the gang for 5 episodes and had a cool little arc. And then at the end, he and Lyra, who's the girl trainer character from Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, team up and they get to go on a journey through Johto. And it's like, hey, and as a kid, I always like, oh man, wouldn't it be... I think the reason that kids love Pokemon the most, and they wouldn't tell you this because they don't think about it, but I think the reason they like it so much is because they wish that it were real, and they wish that they could go on a Pokemon journey and like do all these things and have these great experiences. So getting to be Corey and going on his journey that we don't see in the show with Lyra going through Johto and everything would be pretty cool. I would love to see that. I would love to do that, I should say. And also Yujiro from Bakuman. Even though I consider myself more of an artist, I also like finding new talent and helping and honing it, and that's kind of what he's about with like finding like Eiji and some of these characters who are other artists and show. If you guys have seen that show before, I think it'd be cool to work for like a comics company and like find new up and coming artists and kind of hone their skills and be an editor for that. That could be kind of. I'm not big into comics. I'm more of an animation guy, but I think it would be cool to like do something like that too. So.
Now, is there anything that you've recently worked on or recently come out that you'd like to plug or talk about that's coming out?
I've been doing the show Tome, Terrain of Magical Expertise, which is like a TV show length web series. I've been doing that for the last couple of years, and it's been on my website, which is chrisniosi.com/tome, and I've been hosting on there for a while, and I'm just now starting to put the episodes out on YouTube. I got partnered with Channel Frederator, which is the company that does like Adventure Time, Fairly Odd Parents, and Bravest Warriors, and all these things. So I've been putting the episodes kind of in parts on YouTube to kind of help expand it out to a new audience. That's mainly what I'm focusing on right now. Been working on some other stuff that is kind of secret right now, but I'm hoping that it could turn out to be something kind of cool and lucrative, because I feel like I need to make like the next step in my career, and I'm trying to like work on some new kind of things that can hopefully kind of give me that push. And fingers crossed, we'll see how it goes. But Tome is the main thing that I've been working on and releasing right now. So if you're watching this and haven't seen it, please go check it out. So. Yeah.
Now, you've also worked on a couple of bridge series as well, such as Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z. What was it like working on those?
It was a lot of fun. Martin Little Karibo has become one of my best friends over the last several years. He took a chance on me. He was doing the canceled season of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series where all the characters are like, oh, the show is over and 4 kids has attacked us or whatever. And he had a bunch of guest stars set up, like Team 4-Star and whatnot, played the Big Five. And I suggested, like, hey, could I maybe like audition for Noah? And so he had me audition, which was not normal for him at the time, but he allowed me to give it a shot, and he liked what I did. And it was fun to match Andrew Reynolds, who has, since his 4 Kids anime days, moved on to be a superstar on Book of Mormon and Hairspray and all that, or whatever TV show he's doing now, I forget. He's a phenomenal actor and director. So that was fun to do that, and anytime I get to work with Martin, whether it's on Tome, where he records for Nylock, or if I get to do a character on one of his episodes or something, that's always a pleasure. And the Team 4-Star guys are great. I guess I could say I'm working with them on a thing right now that is a little under the wraps, but they're great guys, and they've really grown a lot as well, just like Martin has. And played the very important character in DBZ Abridged, Ox King, who I think has had a total of 3 sentences over the course of the show. But just getting to do anything on with them is fun. So yeah.
Okay. And now you mentioned the show a little bit, Bakuman. What was it like working on that?
It's a tragic tale. So Media Blasters picked up the show, and I watched Bakuman. Oh, no, sorry. I read Bakuman in college, and I was like, this is amazing. I love this. Because it's by the Death Note guys, and they're incredible storytellers and artists. and it was such a great story and a great concept of kids who want to become artists and work professionally. It was like, this is my life, the anime, and it was really meaningful to me. And I was like, it would never come to New York for the English dub. I would never get to be in it. And sure enough, I get a call from Stephanie Shea, who was the producer on it. Says, hey, we have a character we want to give you on the show. We're dubbing it in New York. Can you come in on Monday? And I'm like, and it turned out it was because of a friend of mine, Lucian Dodge, who's a great voice actor. He lives in California. He was offered the part of Yujiro, who was AG's editor with the sort of orange fro. And he was offered the part, and then he said, hey, I just moved, so I can't do it, but I have some recommendations, and he recommended me, and they offered me the part, and it was awesome. So I went in, recorded 13 episodes. 7 of them came out. The other 7 did not. Sadly, some things with Media Blasters went down that weren't so great, and ultimately they didn't release the 2nd volume. We never recorded anything beyond those 13 episodes. And I believe Viz has the license to it now. I haven't heard anything about if they ever want to do anything with the property again. I really hope so, because I love that show. And if you're out there, you have not seen Bakuman, not to be confused with Bakugan, that's a very different show. Check out the manga and support it, and I don't know, tell Viz that you want to see the anime, because I hope they would do it and let us keep doing it, because it was fun and I love that show. And it was a big honor just to be part of it, and it was incredible that it was a series that I loved, and then I was just given a part on it, which is not normal. That's not a normal thing that happens, and it was just a gift from the gods. So yeah, it was, but it's sad because it was canceled. So my life.
Okay. Now, do you have any ways that fans can follow you, on Twitter or Facebook or any other social media networks?
Absolutely. Kerbifer is what I am on most things. Or possibly Kerbifer15 on certain things. My YouTube channel and my DeviantArt are Kerbifer15. I'm Kerbifer on Twitter and Tumblr. I have a Facebook fan page, but not for myself, for my show, for Tome, Train Magical Expertise. It's facebook.com/Tome Series. Excuse me. And my website is chrisniosi.com, and the section that has all the Tome episodes, if you guys haven't seen the show and you want to check that out, it's chrisniosi.com/Tome. And that's most everything, I believe. I live in New York. Please don't stalk me there. You can stalk me on social media instead. I don't know.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining us, Chris.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
We're the Ohio guys. I'm Ansel Young. He's Chris. We'll see you next time.